It never leaves you.
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 Gaffer finishes 1-1. The points are shared. The unbeaten run does continue. Just give us your thoughts on the performance.
Yeah, as billed, really, I knew what Colchester, I was going to say, I knew what Cheltenham were going to be. Mike Flynn's organised, big, strong, gets the ball forward, set pieces, all the things we mentioned before the game. And like I say, as billed, and with a wind factor in there as well, you know, it was scrappy first half, but I thought we started superbly well. Really clever free kick from Jack Nolan making eye contact with Jimmy Morgan, and what a great finish, and that's what he can give you. You know, he's a super player, you know, super young man, and I'm sure he's going to be a hell of a player when he's older. But then after that, I thought we gave too many fouls away. A little bit frustrated. They were clever. They got the fouls really well. They stuck the ball in the box, and it was a set piece, you know, which we probably could have put money on that it was gonna happen like that. But they worked it well, and you've got to give them credit. You know, that's what they've done to a lot of teams. Second half, then I told the boys at half time we need to get on the ball more. It's the team who gets the ball down and play. And I thought that early on, again, they were coming at us. But I thought after the changes, we got the ball down a lot better, you know, we really did, you know. Bradley coming on, I think he knows the game, very experienced. Johnny Williams, you know, I think we managed to pass it around. We got Nelson in on a 1v1. We had the best chances of the second half, you know. Sam Gale with his header at the back stick and Ollie Hawkins with his header at the back stick. They're the best chances of that half. We really did restrict Cheltenham to chances, although they probably felt like they had a bit of territory and a little bit of forward momentum. We had the best chances. We were close, but I'm really excited of what I've seen, some bits of what I've seen of the way we can play. Switching the play was great, you know. Yeah, we're growing all the time, and how they've disallowed Sam's second goal, Sam Gale, you know, it's the winning goal for me. You know, we've got the ball in their net twice. It says a handball. I can't see a hand anywhere in there, and then there's hands all over the pitch which just aren't given. For me, we've probably come up short there on the decisions. But listen, I'm not gonna moan about that. It's not. You know, I'm lucky. It's almost nothing to play for both teams. If this was us going for the playoffs or something, I'd be going absolutely insane here. But I understand. We can build. We can go again. Yeah, I got a super bunch of boys in there, and unbeaten away from home especially is another point. Let's win our home games and keep unbeaten away from home. We'll be in a good place.
Yeah, ironically, I think it's their guy who touched the ball with his hand before they deemed Sam to do it. But anyway, 732 Gills fans here today, sitting loud and proud. Wow. Incredible effort. Wow, and
that's championship standard, you know, support. That really is, you know. So, fans, thank you so much. Thank you. They had a hell of a row when we scored first. I wish the goals would be at their end. I'll try and arrange that. Yeah. But and then they went mental when Sam scored. But then it was disallowed very quickly. But there was no flag going up. It seemed like, I don't know why it was disallowed. But listen, 732 fans, thank you so much. That is incredible. That really is incredible. For a Good Friday, for a team who can't go down and can't go up, wow, that is immense. Thank you so much. These away following, they're doing wonders for these trips away. They're making money for the home team, but that is brilliant. Honestly, that has astounded me, and that, like I say, that's championship support. Thank you very much. Well done. Well done.
While the wind has subsided, Matt, all yours.
Thank you. A lot of draws in your reign. Happy with the point today?
Yeah, of course. You know, away from home, we've had a lot of games away from home. We only had 2 at home. You know, so I think it's 6 now for me. So that's 4 away from home. 3, you know, Colchester, Chesterfield, Salford, all in around the playoffs. A point away, good. Here's always a difficult place to come. This is not easy, you know. So again, good. The Colchester game, like I go on at, we were superb, you know. We haven't won, and the win on Saturday, so I'm really pleased with that start, you know. Like I say, astounded by the support. That's brilliant. That really is, and I want to deliver for this club, you know. I really do, and it's going to be a two-way street, you know. They get behind us, and I want to deliver for them. But like I said, second half, I thought we played the majority of the stuff, the best stuff, you know. It was really good. Bradley around the corner, Johnny, you know, Robbie McKenzie switching play, Max Clark, Aaron Rowe, you know, having little goals. It's hard because I'm trying to look at everyone, you know, and I gave Nelson a start, Jack Nolan a start today, you know, so, and Tate got another start, and I thought he did well, you know, very secure. A couple of kicks, fans got on his back, but then he showed his maturity getting back on that. So, no, that's a good point away from home. big game Monday now. We've got to recover. We've got to get right now, because that is a huge game. I think Wimbledon can both drop out the playoffs and get automatic promotion. It's all over the place at the top there. I'm glad we're not involved at the moment. We'll be there one day, I'm sure. But this is now the next 3 games. I know Wimbledon, Swindon, Port Vale. All huge games. I know how much they mean to the fans. We'll be in at everything in these games, and I had a good look at a couple of players that haven't featured lately, so yeah, impressed.
And what did you think of those two, Nelson and Nolan?
Yeah, Nelson, again, battling midfield player. I think he's done that for Bolton and Accrington, and we know what he's about, There's loads to work on with every player, so there's loads to work on with Nels and Jack Nolan. I think he adds a little bit of guile to you going forward, definitely. He glides, and he got some good play, and he got Elliot Nevitt in the box on a free kick as well, so he's clever. He's not just your basic one, but it's really good to cast my eyes over the whole squad. How we didn't get free kicks on Ollie Hawkins as well at the end. I know there was about 2 people hanging off his neck, and he's trying to win the ball fairly. I've had it before with Akinfenwa. This is something we're going to have to mention. We're going to have to highlight to the referees, because that's not fair either. But no, overall, really pleased with the point. But more pleased with some of the stuff I saw second half, some of the play. Yeah,
and for the second half as well, and you're talking about going forward as well. I mean, defensively, I thought there was big improvement. So organised second half. Because the first half, a couple of their balls and their set pieces were causing you problems. Second half, not at all.
Yeah, and listen, as a manager, you don't like conceding from set plays, because it's a break in the game, something that you can set up for well. I'm hoping that people have seen us a bit more solid, a bit more resilient now. Some of the staff have said to me, earlier in the season, we may have collapsed in games like this, but it was resilience. It was great. The lads are enjoying it. They really are, and I'm really proud to be here. And it's going quick. It's 3 weeks just, but there's been 6 games in that 3 weeks. It's crazy, and it's going to be 7 in another couple of days. So games have been thick and fast, but with support like that, and with a club like we've got, we can get on this journey, and we can start building something special. But not proud today, and sure we'll go back down and makes the journey a little bit shorter.
And just a quick word about Tate Oldham as well. His second game, but he wasn't tested as much against MK as he was today. How did you feel he came up against that challenge today?
Was everyone's heart in their mouth just like mine when he went down? I tell you that was a worry, because
well, who would have gone in goal?
I think I don't know. Elliot Nevitt's made some fine saves in training, and when they mess about at the end of training, but. So Darren turned around and looked at me like, Gaffer, what happens now? So we just sorted it. Don't worry, I've been in worse situations, but he's a warrior. He really is. He came really well for that punch. He made some cracking saves. One really good save first half, one second half which was deflected even better, but very assured coming out. Like I say, a couple of kicks went out of play. This place is difficult to kick, and then he sort of reset himself and struck through the ball, got some great deliveries going. So no, really pleased with Tate. I think he's had two great games there. No shots to save obviously on Saturday, but today he was there when we needed him, and that's what he's there for. So no, really pleased with Tate. But yeah, the whole squad really good.
Is Monday too early for Glenn? Will Tate play then?
I won't be giving any team news on this day. We'll see. Glenn, I know he's itching to play again. So there's Glenn, there's Marnie, there's Andy Smith, all still, and Josh Andrews all still back home, just nursing a few knocks. I think Ethan and Josh are actually on the rehab trial now, which is great. But yeah, we're going to see plenty more faces before the end of the season. I need to see them. I'm sure the fans want to see them, and hopefully we can pick some more points up.
Brilliant. Well done today.
Just a word on Armani. He wasn't here today. You said he's got a knock or something. He'll be desperate to play on Monday.
Yeah, he will absolutely be desperate. And I think it's not often I get the privilege of being able to pick somebody and saying, look, you stay at home because I know how much money means to you and things like that. So we've just taken any risk out the way from Mons. He's not he's a warrior. He's not one to shirk a challenge. So I took the decision out of his hands. I could see him going, look, we'll play. And sorry, I mentioned for Ewan as well. Ewan Williams took a nasty dead leg, and so he's one that we're nursing. But no, we'll have a real good squad for Monday. I know it's going to be a full house. I think there's going to be probably a couple of thousand Wimbledon fans making that trip because it means so much to them. So yeah, going to be a tough game. But again, at home we've been very good lately, and I want to try and recreate some more of that and those performances and see what we come up against one of the division's top teams.
I know you've spoken about your injuries at Wimbledon, the frustration you had when you were there, but it's still a special club for you.
Absolutely special club, it's the true Wimbledon, this one, and it was always nice to beat MK Dons because people know I played for Wimbledon, the proper Wimbledon, and back in the day, and that was my Premier League years. Absolute privilege, and loved every minute of it. And then to see them rise from the flames like they've done, and have such a success, it proves that it can be done. It can be done the right way, and AFC Wimbledon's as close as you get as the Wimbledon I played for, and that was we're in this. We've all got the former players thing, and it's a pleasure going back there. So be a pleasure to welcome them, but I'm hoping at the end of the game they're not too happy with me because we've beat them. We'll see how it goes.
It never leaves you.
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 It never leaves you.